The stock and degreaser are easily the best two flamethrowers, so why the heck are these the ones everyone complains about being overpowered? Today we're going to talk about this one in particular. I think that the backburner is Pyro's worst primary weapon by far. Now, I realise that this opinion differs from the consensus, but hear me out on this and hopefully I can change your minds. A sniper can charge his shot to increase headshot damage from 150 to 450. If he's shooting a scout, this doesn't matter. A scout will die from a headshot no matter how much the sniper charges it. Similarly, if a pyro gets up behind you, then you're likely dead, whether he uses the backburner or not. A pyro does 164 damage per second at point blank. Human reaction time is roughly a quarter of a second, so you will be taking damage for this long before you even realise you are under attack. You then have to turn around, identify the threat, aim at the pyro, and finally shoot them if you want to survive. If you are playing any class below 150 health, this will not happen because you will not have enough time to react. If you are playing a class with 175 health, it will only happen if your reactions are sharp and your aim is pretty excellent. We can therefore say that against 7 of the 9 classes in the game, the backburner's upside isn't necessary. This means the backburner's benefit only helps against soldier and heavy. However, the air blast penalty makes it an altogether worse choice against soldiers. We therefore have a weapon that only really helps against heavies, and even then only when you attack them in a very specific and atypical manner. I've seen it argued that the downside on this weapon is negligible, because you still have 4 air blasts to get you through any fight. No. First off, if you've fired out even a puff with your flamethrower, then it's now 3 air blasts, not 4. I can think of at least one pretty good reason why you should be firing your weapon before you get to the battlefield. 3 air blasts, not 4, unless you're being criminally negligent about the Frenchmen. Are you using your flamethrower a reasonable amount? You're down to 2 or even 1 air blast. Is that enough to protect you from spam? Is that enough to stop an Uber push? Is it enough to defend an engineer? No. No, it isn't. Even if it was, you're then completely dry and probably steps away from the enemy team. I mean, for Christ's sake, you have to make an ammo calculation before you extinguish a teammate. The downsides on this weapon are not negligible. The downsides are huge. Just have a look at the following clip. But seriously, watch these clips. All of those kills came from backburner crits, but can we honestly say that I netted them because of backburner crits? I am confident I would have gotten the exact same results with any flamethrower. The upside was not necessary. Now look at this clip. Here I would usually have tried to airblast the projectiles for a quick couple of kills, but because I can't guarantee that my ammo will hold out, I have to fall back, which gets me killed. The same thing happens again later on. I have to give up an advantageous position to fetch some ammo, and eventually it gets me killed. These are extreme cases, admittedly, but even when you're not dying, you're having to screw about grabbing ammo and running away from spam in situations that usually would not trouble you at all. This means you are making a far smaller contribution to your team than you would usually be making. The crit kills you can score do not compensate for this at all. Next time a pyro backstabs you, please have a good think before you get angry about whether or not you would actually have survived had the pyro simply been using a flamethrower. I truly believe that this weapon is Pyro's worst primary. Even against heavies, you would be better off with the Dragon's Fury. Oh wait, no, they nerfed it. But anyway, I hope you liked the video. Please like if you did, and subscribe for more. And as for you, never speak to me again, you ugly fuck.
I love how your eyes